creator and founder of Silky Socks, and I'm here today to do a review on this Bobbi Boss Cersei wig. But before we get into that, there's a few things I'm going to ask you to do. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I want to say welcome and thank you so much. Here we do wig reviews, we give you hair tips, we do hair tutorials, we do hair product reviews every Monday and Friday, and it's free. So if you like it, if you like what you see, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever we drop a video. And if you're watching over on Facebook, we love you guys over on the FB too. Go ahead and give this video a like and a share. And then on both platforms, on YouTube and on Facebook, like it if you like it. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you think of Cersei? Do you like this wig? Were you a fan of Game of Thrones? First of all, did you like Game of Thrones? Did you watch it? I was a big fan until the end. Last season it had me like, really? I still to this day have not seen the last episode because I was not happy. But yes, this is Cersei. So make sure you comment and let's talk about it. Now, we know when you're wearing your units, when you're wearing your wigs, you want to make them look as natural as possible. I'm in a lot of wig groups. I know a lot of you out there always are wanting to make your wigs look more natural, and I get it. I want my wigs to look more natural too, right? You want to make people think, is that a wig or is that a sew-in? Like, what is that? So we have put together a free PDF. The link is down in the description box, giving you tips on how to do just that, how to make these wigs look more natural. What can you do to blend that hairline in a little bit? What can you do to make it look a bit more natural, okay? We don't want to be out here looking wiggy, 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 wiggy. And last but not least, I love sending a shout out to my Silky chicks. That is what I call my subs. And today's shout out is going to Miss Lindsay Aaron. She is a fellow wig reviewer. She also does makeup. She also does hauls. So check her channel out. The link to it will be down below. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for your love and support. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into why you hit that thumbnail. Let's talk about Miss Cersei. So this is a Cersei's stock card. She is from Bobbi Boss Lace First Class Hair Collection. That was a mouthful. Boss Lace First Class Hair Collection. What is neat about this wig is she is ultra hygienic, you guys. Her cap is a MediFresh cap, and they're saying that the cap is safe and clean. Here it says Bobbi Boss Lace MediFresh is designed to deliver the protection you need to look and feel beautiful all day long. And so it has protection against UV rays. It has protection against like antibacterial property, and the cap is a Flex Fit. Now I can attest to, I haven't had it long enough to know about the UV rays and that type of thing, but what I can tell you is the Flex Fit cap is true, because Bobbi Boss tends to have smaller caps to me, and then you can definitely feel the stretch in this cap. She is heat friendly. She did have a ton of baby hair, like it said. She did have a ton of baby hair. Now I'm wearing her in a center part, but she can be shifted to the left or the right. So if you prefer your parts on the side, you definitely can do that. I'm rocking her in the color T12613 because you know I love me a good blonde wig, and that is the color that Cersei is being rocked on, also on the stock card. I am a little disappointed though. I don't know if you can tell, the texture on this to me is silky, and then on the card, to me, it definitely looks a lot more of yucky and a little bit more fuller. I don't know, but you tell me. So, go ahead and watch the unboxing. Please stay to the end so that you can hear my pros and cons, because I definitely have some for this unit, and my final thoughts on Cersei. Okay, so here she is, Cersei. Alright, so here she is out of the pack. She is extremely soft, like most Bobbi Boss wigs are. The quality hair is good. As you can see, I'm running my fingers through, not getting a lot of shedding and tangling. Beautiful color. She is definitely more of a silkier texture. A ton of baby hair, looks like bangs. And then the lace is got a brown tint to it. So let's go ahead and get into this cap, because the cap is a medical proof cap. So to the eye, just looking at it, it doesn't look any different. It does feel softer, and there's a mesh to it. So like most caps that are enclosed like this all the way, they are dark, you know, black or whatever, where you can't see through this. And this definitely has a mesh and a more of a tint where you can see through it. And then here is the lace around the front. You have that middle part, the two combs on the side. You got that typical comb in the back with the 2 elastic straps. And it looks like it's going to get some stretch. And then back here, which is really nice, it's very soft here. So this is probably great for the back of your neck, right? For your nape. Really good because they'll help your own hair not really rub against it. And probably will help with like the tangling and matting that usually the hair does back here on the nape. So let's go ahead and put the cap on and see how she feels. So the cap does have stretch and she feels like she has room, which is nice because to me, Bobbi Boss caps are usually not big head friendly, but this one definitely has some stretch to her. Getting a little tangly now, but that's expected. The lace is going from ear to ear. Let me pull it down. Yeah, the lace is definitely going from ear to ear. Got the baby hair bang, so let's go ahead and get into the 360. Here she is to the front. Cersei to the right. Cersei to the left. And here's Cersei in the back. So I am going to go ahead and cut the lace off, style her, so stay tuned so I can come back and give you my pros, cons, and final thoughts on Cersei. Okay, you guys, so I'm back from styling Cersei. So the first thing I did is I went ahead, because it has so much baby hair on this unit, I went ahead and brushed the baby hair back into the unit, then cut the lace off. Once I cut the lace off and put the cap on, it still is pretty big, so you definitely can wear your wig grip with this. So I was really happy about that. It is a lot of stretch because Bobbi Boss, to me, caps seem to be a little bit smaller than most wigs. So this one is really good. It has a lot of stretch. It is definitely big head, thick girl hair friendly. Then I went ahead and went in with some mousse to go ahead and tame her because she has a lot of frizzes and she has a lot of frays. This is a synthetic long blonde wig. It is prone to do some shedding and some tangling. So when I brushed her out, she did do some shedding and she did do some tangling. Some though, not a lot, not a lot. More shedding than tangling, but you know, like I said, that is to be expected with a synthetic longer blonde wig. And it didn't do a ton of shedding either, so I want to make that clear. It did tangle and shed, but not nearly as much as some of my other units have in the past for this to be so blonde and long and synthetic, because I do a lot of blonde wigs if you watch my channel, and a lot of them really tend to shed. This one did not do as much shedding and tangling as I have experienced in the past, so that's a good thing. Now I did go ahead and lay the baby hair down on this unit. To me, because this wig has light roots, right, it doesn't really have dark roots, I probably will go back and put a little makeup in the roots to darken it a little bit, but I wasn't sure if I was going to sell it or not, so I wasn't sure if I was going to I didn't want to do that. But if I was to keep this wig, and if I do keep this wig, I'm definitely going to go on with a Sharpie, since it's a synthetic wig, with a brown Sharpie and darken the roots around the part a little bit. But I did go ahead and lay the baby hairs down because of that, because I felt like without the baby hairs, to me, it just looked super wiggy, and I don't know how else to describe it, but it just really looked wiggy. So I felt like putting the baby hair, laying them down, helped it look maybe a little bit more natural and not something just sitting on top of my head. So I went ahead and laid those baby hairs down with my edge booster and slicked them down, so I feel like that helps it look more real. Excuse me. Next, I went in with my Silky Sax hot comb, and I just went in and combed her a little bit because I felt like she was like poofy in the roots and she was looking a little wiggy. So I went ahead and went in and just like helped it to flatten down in the roots a little bit more, helped to open up that part a little bit more since the roots are not that dark. And then I went ahead and combed her through as well. Again, I did not experience a lot of shedding and tangling. And then last but not least, I went ahead and went in with my Fit Me powder to open up the part and define it a little bit more. Again, because this is so light, I don't know how well you can see the part on camera. It is looking a little bit more defined in person, and I definitely probably would, like I said earlier, go ahead and darken up those roots. So, pros and cons. So for my pros, I love this wave pattern. I think the wave pattern is really pretty. I love a nice good body wave, and she's definitely serving body waves. You know I love the color. I love a blonde wig, and the color on Cersei is beautiful. Bobbi Boss definitely did a good job with that. I like that the cap is very stretchy because for the most part, most of Bobbi Boss wigs for me do fit really, really tight. So I like that it has some stretch to it, that I can actually wear my wig grip with this unit and not have to worry about using the combs on my edges. I also like that for a blonde wig, it did not do a lot of shedding. It did not do a lot of tangling for a long blonde wig. That is a good thing. Cons. The rooting, I would definitely make it a little bit darker because I feel like it looks a little wiggy. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings. I like it, but I feel like it looks wiggy. So you guys tell me in the comments what you think. But yeah, for the cons, I definitely feel like it looks a little wiggy. The baby hair is bananas on this. You know, I went ahead and used some of it to make it work and blend it to me to make the wig look a little bit better. But if you don't like baby hair, you would definitely have to cut them off and go on and take them off. Also, I'm sad about the density. On the stock card, to me, the hair looked really, really thick. And it looked more of a yakier texture. And I don't mind silky. I know a lot of people don't like silky. I don't mind silky, but for this one, I thought it was going to be thicker and have more of a yakier texture. And it's silky and it's laying a little bit more flat than I wanted. I wanted to have like a little bit more volume, and I wanted it to look more like a blowout. Because to me, that's what the stock card was serving, more of a blowout. But overall, I don't think she's a bad wig. I just think she looks a little wiggy. She's definitely serving Cersei. I asked Mr. Silky, who do I look like? Who does his hair look like? And I said, someone from TV that we couldn't stand. And he was like, Cersei? And he was like, yeah, it looks like her. So you guys did a great job naming her Cersei. Let me know if you are going to try Cersei, what you think about Cersei. And finally, when I take Cersei off, I'm not going to put her back into the plastic bag that she came out of. I'm going to place her into my luxurious Silky Sack. A Silky Sack is a luxurious silk lined bag that I designed to not only store your wigs but to add longevity to them. The silk lining allows the hair to just glide, cutting down on the shedding, tangling, and matting that your wig would do if you just had it in, you know, a box, a wig head, the plastic that it came out of. So the link to Silky Sacks will be down in the description box. Please go down there and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again on Monday. Remember, better care is better wear.